This feels like a reality check reading. There's an unnecessary amount of complication happening between these two people, and I feel like your spirit guides are kind of like, this is like, you don't need to make it so complicated. Like, it is actually way less complicated than the story that you are trying to create here. I feel like this maybe is a pattern that you do. Like, you overcomplicate things in your mind for whatever reason. I was honestly been hearing the song Complicated by Avril Lavigne, and I feel like there's multiple aspects to it. It's like, you know, when she's like, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? But on the one hand, like, maybe this other person does make certain things complicated, but I actually think it's almost the way that you view things is what makes it the most complicated. What I'm getting is that you're very into this person, 4 of Wands, 6 of Crystals, you want to move forward with them, and the Justice card. Like, you feel like the two of you are really good together, and maybe in certain circumstances you are actually really, really good together. Like in the song by Avril Lavigne, it's like they're really great when they're at home together or just on their own, and then when they're out in public or she sees the person out in public, then she's kind of like, who even are you? And I do feel like that's kind of what's going on with this person. Like, this person hides aspects of themselves, 7 of Crystals, from other people. And they're always kind of like gauging the environment to kind of determine how they're going to act, 2 of Wands, and whether they feel safe to like really step out of their comfort zone, 3 of Wands, and like actually be who they really, really are. So it's not to say that you don't get to see who they are, but they do feel like they have to kind of like play different characters in different settings, and you don't like all of those characters. And so you're kind of getting frustrated with them for being like, quote, complicated, because they have like these different personas, but at the same time you're kind of overcomplicating it because it's like, either you like who they are in all these different circumstances or you don't. With the 4 of Stars, the Page of Crystals in reverse, and the Devil card, it's kind of like you have to decide, are you going to stay with them and be mad at them for not being who you like all the time? Or are you going to knowingly continue with them and learn to accept who they are? It's really your choice how to move forward, because the Chariot card is on the bottom of the deck. So you have to decide, like, how do you want to proceed? But if you're proceeding hoping that they're going to change, that's not going to work. You either need to fully accept them, or you need to decide, I actually just don't like who they are some of the time, and therefore I am not going to be able to continue to build a relationship with them, or I have to like shift how much I'm investing in them or things like that, because I'm just getting that like, you cannot expect them to change. That is not fair to you, it's not fair to them, and that is making things feel a lot more complicated than it needs to be. I don't normally focus on what astrological signs I'm reading for, but in this reading it seems pretty significant. I'm getting so much air sign energy. That could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I'm also seeing a lot of Aries energy and a lot of Capricorn energy. So that could be your signs, their signs, sun, moon, rising, whatever major placements in your charts. Let me know how that resonates for you, because that does seem significant in this reading. I'm also getting that something seems to be happening on May 7th. So I'm going to go to a part 2 to see what's up on that day.